And alrighty, folky dogs, we are back live once again, and we're continuing along with our Stalker run of the long, dark tales from the Far Territory edition. So, hey there, hi there, who there, duders and dudettes, welcome back, and a fine welcome to you if you are new to the broadcast. We are happy to have you along for the ride. Where that ride currently sees us is in the barn, just on the outskirts of the farmhouse property here in Pleasant Valley. We are going to attempt to make our way to Ash Canyon to procure our final upgrade to our carry weight, that in the form of the technical backpack. But we need to decide whether we want to do a little bit of sightseeing here to prepare ourselves for the sojourn, or just say frigate and head on over there. Either way, we gotta do a little bit of inventory management because we are a bit overweight. Currently at 107.14 pounds with a maximum of 88.18. So that's gonna need some doing. Before I fired up the stream, I did go outside, gathered up our snares. We had 2 more bunnies, I've already dissected them. And I grabbed the rest of the deer meat, which I am not going to cook. We're going to leave that right outside along with the bunny meat for when we do return. One more thing I wanted to point out, as I've been pointing things out as we go. We missed a revolver cartridge. That's a shame. You get any more over here? No. But do keep your eyes peeled if you're in need of a hunting knife and you're in this area. Sometimes you'll find one right here. And I'm going to move that to a more localized area. How's the one we're carrying? As I want to do, we're going to switch out, because I'm sure this is better than 50%. 82. That's much better. But, it's all a trick I utilize. See which one's got the better quality and just switch out. If I'm near a workbench, I will usually bring it there. So I try to leave like some backups of like whetstones, firearm cleaning kits, so on and so forth at those locations, so that way I know where they're gonna be. Excuse me. Just makes things easier when your stuff starts to degrade. If you don't want to waste time sharpening it, cleaning it, you can just go and swap it out. But I tend to do that in my travels that way. Once I've gone through all the regions, pretty much every workbench from here to Timbuktu is covered with wide assortment of things that I'm going to require to keep things moving. Next order of business, we need to drop our meat here. Now, the reason why I'm just dropping the meat here, I was thinking about bringing it over to the house, but we'll probably get attacked by wolves if I do that. So, don't want to set myself up for that. But, you leave your meat outdoors, it'll keep for a longer period of time. If you leave it indoors, it's going to degrade very quickly. I believe it's like a 1 to 3% per day decrease outdoors, whereas it's at or around 10% a day indoors. Not really an issue when you're cooking skills at a level of 5. You can pretty much what's the word I'm looking for? It's a biblical type of word. Resurrect your meat. Even if it hits 0%. Even if you're not at a cooking level of 5, if your meat gets ruined, you can still just transport it onto a fire. It'll bring it back to 50%. I thought I just heard a wolf. Anywho. No, that's true. We need to make our way towards the northern section of the region. Though I was kind of thinking we could go take down a bear. We don't want to go there. This is the bottom left corner. So if we were to head that way, it would bring us to the transfer to get to Blackrock. And we definitely ain't going there. At all, or at least not yet. What we do want to do is make our way to the Big Red Barn. Because that'll be good for a couple of arrows, maybe a backup hatchet. And if we get really lucky, we may find Mr. Moose is not too far away from there, and he has spawned into the region. We do need to be careful, because Mr. Bear does like to frequent this area, and we've already seen him, so we know he's spawned over in this location. But it's towards the end of the day, he's probably wrapping things up, going home to hibernate. I wouldn't bank on it, like having the winning Powerball numbers, but he usually travels by day and sleeps by night. Unless, of course, you get in a roar, then anybody's guess. You certainly don't want to fudge with him during that. He will fuck your run up. Actually, I kind of want to go check out that dilapidated building. Sometimes there's a rifle in there. If it's the one I'm thinking of. But that's the barn we want to get to. I think those usually have a dead body with some painkillers. Really don't need to go out of our way for that. I don't see the murderer's furball wandering around, but we are quite a ways away. Yeah, let's go check this out real quick. We should be able to hit this up and make it to the barn with our meters still intact. Don't really need to go hunting. I think I got like 3 full pieces of deer meat on me. So we'll let you live. Charitable son of a bitch, I be. And we got a dead body inside here. And another deer. I believe there's a fire barrel in here. So if you were stuck and you needed to set yourself up for the evening. No, there is no fire barrel there. Alright, I'll take it back. Ah, look at you. We got a hunting rifle. You ain't got jack all the shit, so thanks for nothing. Can't help it, you can keep. We'll take that. 99%, that's pretty badass. Kind of unfortunate though, because we're not going to be taking it far. No items. Because in order to get to Timberwolf Mountain, we're going to need to climb a rope, and we cannot do that if we are overweight. So the hunting rifle, I'm going to keep on me for a second, because if Mr. Moose is nearby, we're going to want to use that to kill him. Same with Mr. Bear if he gets close. But if we strike out on both fronts, I'm probably going to leave the rifle at this barn. For a couple of reasons. One, we'll likely find more in our travels. 2, we don't need the extra strain on our back. All the more reason we should push for Ash Canyon. Because when we get that extra 10 pounds of carry weight, then it's really not too much of an issue bringing the hunting rifle with us. Even then I tend not to carry it, unless I get like a named one I don't wish to part with. identified on my runs the revolver and the bow. Pretty much all you really need. And if you like to switch it up now and again, the hunting rifle's alright, but... It's 9 pounds of carry weight you can put to use in better methods. Yeah, Mr. Bun over here, there's likely going to be wolves. They're out day and night, so I know we're probably going to run into them. But Mr. Moose is over in that little tree land, way off in the distance. Trying to see. I don't see the smoke from the plane. I don't think it's that way. I'm pretty sure the plane crash is up this way. Just kind of the direction we want to head to. Sooner than later. I don't think there's any items in these. I could be wrong. There might be a dead body right here. Nope. There's likely items in here. If I wanted to, I would take out that deer right there, because then we could get a nice pile of meat at the barn. It's not a huge necessity. Hell yeah. Get us some more ammo. That's kosher. Yeah, that's about it, but that's good enough. Thought I heard ptarmigans. Let's have a look. I'll get some deer meat for this lovely location. It's 99%. It should shoot straight. Ah, we clipped you, but he's still kicking. Son of a bitch. Ah, that didn't work out. I'm not gonna go chase him down. One more kill for the stats, so yeah, I'll take it. But I do recommend coming over here. Actually, if you're in need, you're going to find a couple of arrows, and we do have a hatchet. The hatchet is random, as is the amount of arrows that you get. Sometimes there's 3. I think when the hatch is there, you're only going to get 2, but you also get a broken one on the ground. It's clutch to grab all that is because you have a workbench inside this lovely barn. And the only thing that we don't have, we can produce a bunch of reclaimed wood. But you kind of got to go a ways to get like some cedar or some fir limbs. We got cloth. I don't think we need. Usually a med box, but I'm not seeing it. Doesn't mean it's not here. How's our water? We got enough to survive. I'll probably wait until the morning to fully scour this place down. Cause, oh hey, look, we got firewood. Maybe we'll make some water. antibiotics. Probably be best for us to wait until the daylight to scour this place down fully. Actually see what the hell we're doing. I'll take them. Force of habit, I'll just keep looking for shit. We got the body on the ground, we do not. Sometimes you'll have a companion in here, and usually when you do, you'll have a bedroll in the back of the truck. Instead, we have simple tools. That's kosher. Let's see. I am going to leave a bunch of these copies here. 3 on our person. Yeah, we are very overweight right now. We got the backup hatchet. That's going to stay here. How are we doing on torches? We got 1. I should craft another. I'm going to need to get sticks. So I do want to get rid of that. There's really no need to be carrying it. We will leave a couple of these behind. A couple of the whetstones behind. Hatchet. Snares I want to take with me to Timberwolf Mountain. Let's eat some deer meat. It's just a shame that I haven't been able to find a skillet, because I could cook up, which is the whole reason I left a bunch of that rabbit meat back at the other place, is that if I can procure a skillet, we'll have the fixings to make some rabbit pies. Then we can add an extra, I think it's 5, maybe 6 to the carry weight. That would be agreeable. Water should be fine. Let's sleep for 8 hours. And if we happen to have an aurora, which it does not look like we do, I was going to try and do some research. Let's drink these sodas, get rid of them. They don't weigh too much, but they start to after you get a bunch of them. We got 2.5 hours more sleep. That's probably not going to get us to daylight. Now we shall. Yeah, fuck. Screw that up. Itchy trigger finger. But we're good now, so that's all that matters. Speaking of, let's do that research. We got enough to fill our water gauge. I'll go scope out Mr. fucking Moose. I gotta do a bunch. I want to keep some daylight left to our travels. There we go. We got 4 more hours to go there. Alright, let's go unload what we don't need. You're gonna go up topside. Crack open these lockers, at which point I think we're good on the pry bar. I mean, we could use it as a survival bunker right before we leave for Timberwolf Mountain. It may have some lockers in it. Okay. Yeah, that's all we get. Good place for that. this downstairs. Sometimes she'll have an item snuck behind this box. Not today. Alright, now what are we getting rid of? We are carrying. That can go, that can go. Two of those can go, and two of these can go. And because I have OCD, they're all gonna go up on the table, or it's gonna fucking hurt me. Don't you fall off. I do this just so it's visually easier for when you come back. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. And if you are so inclined, you can drop off a hair. Just aim yourself to land on that. Because you will take a little bit of damage if you fall straight to the ground. Alright. Yeah, still very overweight. We're gonna lose 9 pounds when we drop the hunting rifle. I'm just gonna get rid of that. That is likely gonna lead to food poisoning. We have cattail stocks, because I think we've been neglecting our vitamin C. And then we got firewood we want to drop. There you go. There you go. I'm going to leave this here. I probably should have put it up on the bench, but whatever. Alright, and now when we drop the hunting rifle, we should be at our maximum capacity weight. We didn't thoroughly scope out down here, so let's do that. That way we don't have to deal with it later. Dog food. Not gonna take with me, but now we'll see it better. And we have another hatchet. Wouldn't you know it? These are the things you miss when it's pitch black when you're trying to search through shit. Nothing over here. And occasionally you will find a pry bar right here under the truck, but that is not the case today. We have one, which we'll be ditching that too. But, like I said, when we get to the survival bunker, there may be lockers, so I'll leave it there. As long as we get rid of it before we get a climb. Aw, it crashed.